What's up, guys? I'm Tara with Tara Simon Studios, and I am so geeking out today to be spending time with you and giving you my vocal analysis to Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande's live performance at the Gershwin Theater of For Good. Here we go. Steven Schwartz is playing the piano. We're going to talk about him in a little bit. Okay, that's
I've heard it said people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them.
Okay, so intimate, nowhere to hide, completely naked singing right here. We're talking piano and vocals live, one take. We're not auto-tuning here, guys. We're not melodyning. We're not doing multiple takes and comping afterwards. This is the real deal singing. You don't often get to hear this, so stripped down. I'm excited about this. I'm really excited also to tell you what she's doing right. So much control in her quietness, and also hearing the beautiful breath that she's singing on, mixed with a couple really quick moments of tone, like our lives. She actually sang that a little bit more classically on that specific note. And then if we let them, very intimate. And just even in this still frame shot right here, there's something very, very special about the chemistry between Ariana and Cynthia. You can tell outside of acting in the movie and performing together on stages that they genuinely really love and respect one another. It's a really powerful chemistry, and I've noticed that both in the movie on screen, but also in their performances and even in their shorts. They're protective of one another in crowds. If you saw the Cynthia Erivo one where she was defending Ariana when a fan kind of gang rushed her. But this right here, this look of love and of respect and of gratitude, it's so beautiful. And that to me is what makes their performances together so electric. They're both amazing singers in their own right, but the chemistry between the two of them is what really gets me and makes me feel so much emotion when I hear them sing.
And we help them in return.
And see, look at Cynthia's face too. She just loves her, and there's almost this kind of motherly protectiveness to Cynthia's look towards Ariana that's just very beautiful too. It's a beautiful dynamic between them. And I want more of that. When there are two big, powerful singers, you never know what goes on behind the scenes, but unfortunately, a lot of times it's sort of like a rivalry type of thing. It's the scarcity mentality versus an abundance mindset of there's plenty of fans for everyone. In fact, your fans can also be mine, and we both can have good voices. In fact, let's collab, why not that? And I love how they're this way. I love you, you're amazing, I want good for you, I want you to do well, instead of you cracked there and I can sing that note better. That's so petty. And I love the look on Cynthia's face right now. I just love it. And there's going to be so much more of that, I'm sure.
Well, I don't know if I believe that's true.
Okay, I love how she sang her Believe. Listen to it again. I'm going to break down a little bit
Well,
why I
I don't know if I believe that's true.
So there's two things that's special about that Believe. The first is the way that she shapes her E. It's not breathy, it's darker. She drops her tongue a little bit inside of her mouth. If I believe. But then there's this fall off that you hear. Instead of if I believe it's true, which is a little straighter, she gives a little poppiness to it by going, if I believe it's true. So she falls to the it's note prematurely on the end of Believe, and falls off Believe to the it's, which adds a little soul to that note, actually. Definitely adds more depth and character to her voice. You're being introduced to a different tonality in her voice there.
But I know I'm who I am today because
back to breath.
I knew you.
See, there's no darkness
like
there.
A comet pulled from orbit.
A little more tone here.
Is a sun, like a stream.
So you see that set, actually. I want to go back to show you. I actually saw this on Broadway. In fact, one of the friends of mine who I went to high school with, she was one of the chorus performers for Wicked for a long time. What you're looking at right here is the Broadway stage, the Broadway set of Wicked. And it's been at this theater for the past 20 years. They are standing on history. They're standing in the place where Kristin and Idina and so many that came before them played the roles that they are now playing. And so this is really meaningful. Like, this is the most full circle moment I think any show could ever ask for or get. And I told you we were going to go back to Stephen Schwartz in a second, so here we are. We're pausing me as well. Stephen Schwartz is the original composer and lyricist of Wicked. So this is truly, especially for him, the ultimate full circle moment, because he is playing for all four of his, you could say, daughters, who played Galinda and Elphaba, on the stage where the show that he wrote was originated. I mean, I don't know if there's a more gratifying moment as a composer lyricist for him. Like, I don't know. Steven, does it get any better than that? Can you let me know in the comments if you're watching this? Because I think that you pretty much like hit top-notch full circle pinnacle moment here. It's like incredible.
Pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder.
Love that.
Halfway through the woods.
I love her dress too.
Who can say if I've been changed
Gorgeous.
for the better, but because
I love the
knew
spoken
you.
butt. Oh, look at the admiration and the love in Cynthia's eyes for her. She's so proud of her. It's just so good. I love the, but because I knew you. It's still very musical theater. And it is. I mean, they're on the Broadway stage, right? But because it's a movie, there's oftentimes so much change that happens. And I love how they really kept it very Broadway. I love the speak singingness of this song, especially, and Ariana's delivery of it has been amazing so far.
I have been changed for good.
I love Ariana's facial expressions.
It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So
Such a different
let
vocal
me
tonality.
say before we part, so much of me is
So isn't it interesting how you can hear two different voices, and both voices, versions of soft, sound so different, right? This is why I always tell my vocalists, don't compare yourself to anyone else, because you could say, well, Cynthia is not sounding as breathy as Ariana, so is that better or worse? Well, it's neither here nor there. It's her voice being soft and intimate, and however that shakes out sonically is how it should, right? You definitely can hear more tone in Cynthia's soft voice at the beginning, more intimate, right? I even hear gospel in her voice, like very much soul gospel, more tonal, there's more also authority in her voice, and that's not oh, she's better than Ari thing. She's got more bass even in her quiet moments than Ariana's very light, whispery, beautiful, wafery kind of like see-through sound.
made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me.
Oh, that was so great. So she did a little slide up, and then you'll be with me. It was like mini little vocal bobbles on the way down. It could have been straight. It could have been you'll be with me, which would have been great. That's probably more of like what Ariana would have done, but I love how Cynthia added her Cynthia-ness into it. You'll be with me. It's got that like pop soul thing going on. That's awesome. Let's listen one more time so that you get that.
Of what I learned from you, you'll be with me.
Yes.
Handprint on my heart.
Like a handprint on my heart. Such a good lyric,
Now,
Stephen.
whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a
I like how she made the P pretty percussive. Like a ship blown from its mooring. She could have made that more legato. Like a ship blown from its mooring. But the ship added a little bit of like a little, hey, still pay attention in case you like drifted off somewhere. It's a little different, but not so different that it's jarring, but different enough that you're like, oh, what was that? That was a little different. I love that. Little quick accent on the
My
ship.
friend, like a ship.
Oh, I missed that. I was looking down. I love Ari here as you see Cynthia saying my friend, and it really gets her so touched, so choked up there. Because I really feel like they are.
By being my friend, like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea, like a sea drop by a sky.
Yeah, you can tell they've had some really deep conversations on set.
Who can say if I've been?
Ooh, did you notice that? Did you notice the chest ahead flip there on say? Who can say if I... Listen to that one more time. Listen, registerical changes, if you're a singer watching this, are a genius way to add style while hitting the note that's necessary and not adding more volume. If you went to chest in that note, just by definition of going higher in chest, you would be hard pressed not to add more volume. Who can say if I... Like I'm trying really hard to not add volume there. It's so much easier and more pleasant to the ear to just, who can say, to just switch registers, change that register, and then you can fall back down again. Let's go back.
He dropped by a sky bird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? Because I knew you. Because I knew you.
Yes.
I have been changed.
Here it is, guys.
For good.
Okay, now, before we get Idina and Kristin out here, the full circle moment is full circling. This is it, right here, right now. Oh my gosh.
Years go by so fast, the flames keep burning, but we know someday it could be gone. It's nice to know then, as the torch gets passed, you will keep it blazing brightly on.
Okay, wait. Now, for those of you who are diehard Wicked fans, you know that these are different lyrics. So Steven wrote this part specifically for this performance because this is the moment. This is the passing of the torch moment. And lyrically, I so agree with making new lyrics that match this moment because this is a moment in time that's iconic. Like, there is, to me, nothing more meaningful for Wicked, the franchise, than this moment right here, especially considering how successful the movies have been with Cynthia and Ariana and how successful the Broadway show has been. I mean, it's a Broadway institution at this point, and these women here are the most famous Broadway performers of the musical. So I can't get over it. And also, if you're wondering vocally why Idina's lip is quivering here, it's the same thing as like Whitney Houston would sing big notes and her upper lip would quiver or her lower lip. I liken it to when you're at the gym and you're lifting really heavy weights and you kind of have this like little shake going on. It's not because of poor technique or the fact that like she's singing improperly. Sometimes people just have these little quivers in their lips because it's something that's sort of hanging. It's not like locked down, and you don't want it to be tense or locked down. So if it quivers and moves, it's fine. If yours does that, it's okay. You're not weird. It's all good. Wow, I love the blending here. So when you've got multiple voices, and these are all very distinctive voices, very distinct different tonalities too. There's not one voice here that sounds similar. They're all very different. Like Idina and Ariana's voice for Glinda are polar opposites. And the same for Cynthia. Cynthia is like a big, huge freight train voice. And Kristin has this very high-pitched, nasal, very Broadway amazing voice. So the character of each of these voices are so different, but they're blending so beautifully. I actually want to go back and listen to emphasize my point, how great of a job they did at shaping their vowels to blend. being that their vocal tonality is so different. Listen to especially the open mouth vowels and how they chose each of them to shape them. And also at the end of that section, listen to how Idina and Kristin held on together. Their entrances and exits were so nice and tight. And there was a moment where I think on Changed for the Better, it sounded like they were almost gonna pause and take a break, but they just decrescendoed off of the note real quick and then came back in again, but the sound didn't stop. That was really, really cool.
Like a stream that meets
Like
a
a
boulder.
Nice straight tone there. Yes. Right here.
If I've been changed for the better.
That was so good.
I do believe I have been changed for the better.
The straight tone and their breath on that tone combined made such a powerful moment. I do believe that I've been. It was like an anthem, like a little inward heart chant there. Oh, we got to listen to that again. That was amazing by Cynthia and Ariana. I actually, if I'm having to choose between like which duo blends better, I actually do think that Cynthia and Ari do somehow. And probably because they're like recent working together, like right now they're working together. I'm sure it's been a long time since Idina and Kristin have sung together.
I do believe
But this straight tone helps.
I have been changed for the better.
So good.
And because
Because I knew you.
because
I knew you.
I love the call and response there.
Because I knew you.
Oh.
I haven't changed.
Did you hear how on they were with the was in complete sync. That's not easy to do live. That's not, because they were a little off actually on this one thing here.
Because I knew you. I haven't changed.
That one was a little off. Listen to this one. And I loved that slight pause there for good, just to emphasize and accent it and give it a little extra something. That was great. Listen to it again. It's just a slight pause. It's not even really in tempo.
For
All of them looking around. Ari's about to lose it. No! And Steven is clapping behind. I mean, what a meaningful performance. I don't think it gets any better than that, guys. If you are a singer watching this and you're as inspired as I am about singing, then you need to get your very first online discounted vocal lesson with me or one of my coaches. All you need to do to get yours booked is to click the link in the description box below. We are waiting on the other side of that link just for you. And in 1.5 hours, we're gonna blow your mind with all the crazy things that your voice can do. And if you love musical theater and you geek out over it like I do, please click on this video next, because I know that you're going to love it. And I love you guys so much. I'm proud of you. And as always, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.